Hi, I'm Amanda of Inspiring Inkin. Welcome to my craft room. In today's video we're going to be making this quick gift bag. It takes a cello bag and gives it some structure and makes it a really useful giftable item. So let's turn the camera around and get crafting. A super quick make for you today. We're going to be using these cello bags to make a treat holder. I'm just going to show you a couple of products first up. So this is how the treat bags come. They're £6.50 and you get 25 in a pack. So there's a lot of cello bags in your pack, and it has this lovely printing on it already. And then this is the stamp set that I'm using. This is a celebration stamp set, so you can only earn this for free. This is a level 2 set, so it is actually a £90 spend, but it is beautiful. So it's a really lovely set. I purposely got this set because I miss your face is one of those kind of fun sayings that I say to the kids. They're not kids, they're grown adults, but it's just one of those things that we say. So I just love this. I was going to get this for that sentiment, but the rest of them are brilliant as well. So this is from Celebration second release. So if you haven't seen it yet, this is the second release brochure. Now, it looks very similar to the first release. My teeth are just not in properly today. Let's say that again. It looks similar to the first release celebration brochure. And in fact, it does have all of the first release information at the back. But there are these new products. There's some really cool foiled paper. A lovely mug set that is a reversible set and actually coordinates with some dies that we have. This well-dressed men's set, you're going to see a lot of this on my blog particularly. I'm going to be using this a lot. I love it. We've got some vellum, which is really pretty. This is the stamp set that I'm using today, and it's called Tags in Bloom. And it does go with 2 punches. I'm only using one of them today, which is this one. But it does go with 2 different punches. Okay, so, and like I said, that's the first release stuff. The important thing to know about Celebration, it finishes at the end of March 2020. And things are beginning to sell out, so don't miss out on your favourite stuff. Get your order in as soon as you can. Okay, so let's get on with the project today. I'm going to do my stamping stuff first, and then I'll show you how we're going to assemble it. So let's get some cardstock and a stamping mat. Okay, now this is the photopolymer set. And because some of these images work with punches, what I want you to do is just to be really gentle when you're putting them on your block. So what I mean by that is don't kind of pull it about, because you can actually distort the shape. So the easiest way I've found is to just lie the stamp down, let it settle, go where it wants to go, and then put your block on it, and then you should get a perfect image, stamped image. I'm going to use the little flower as well. And I'm going to use a different sentiment, I think, on this one. So let's get pool party. I'm just going to stamp that up, take that off, and then I'm going to have wishing you the best. Yeah, I'm going to use petal pink. I'm just going to put it a little bit higher than I would do normally. Normally I'd centralize it. Oh, dear me. I did say that my words weren't working very well today. So let's put these. Oh, I'm just going to tilt this around. Yeah, it's that way. So it does kind of perfectly coordinate if you want to line it up, or if, like me, you want to do it at a jointy angle, you can do that too. Right, let's just cut that one out. I'm just going to leave a little white border. And then we'll get the other piece punched out. But I will move those ink pads out of the way, because we know what's going to happen. It's all going to be a big mess. Alright, let's move that. So get my punch and line this up, and it will leave a tiny white border all the way around. But you can see as I'm punching there, it's perfectly lined up. Like I said, putting your stamp on the table and then picking it up with the block is the best way to do that. So let's move that out the way as well. I need a foam dot. To put that on there. And then all we've got to do is assemble it. So that's really cool. I didn't tell you it was really quick. So here are the measurements. I am going to put these measurements on in the description. So if you're on YouTube, just scroll down. If you're on my blog, the same, just scroll down in case you don't get them. But you need a piece of cardstock, and that is 2 3/4 inches by 10. So if you're using A4 cardstock, you'll be able to get 3 of these out of a piece of A4. And I've just grabbed my scoreboard. And you are going to score it with the long bit at the top at 4 inches and at 6 inches. Now it's rare that I would use a piece of plain cardstock, but because of the pattern already on the bags, you don't need to add anything else. And then the last thing I'm going to do is put some double-sided tape on the base of the bag, just like that. Okay, so just fold your cardstock up. This is going to end up being the base, and you're going to open up the cello bag, pop this in, and push it right to the bottom. Now where you've got this tape, what we're actually going to do is we're going to fold it down. And can you see the gusted part makes these lovely triangles at the base, and it does it kind of automatically the way it folds. So you've then just got to take off, always a tricky bit, take off the tape liner. Let's push this back in. So you just want to make sure that it's nice and tight at the base, and then pop that in like that. And that is how you make a lovely solid gift bag. Now this is a great size. So that's obviously 4 inches, that's 2 3/4 inches. You could probably get 3 or 4 cream eggs in there. If you're doing Eastery things, you could get some chocolates or some fudge, or even some small cookies or biscuits. That would be really lovely. It would also make a great name place setting as well, which is always really good. So I'm going to use this metallic ribbon, which is also really pretty. And I'm just going to do what I always do when I'm tying a bow on anything. I tie it upside down. It's the only way I know how to get a really nice bow. So just tie it up like that. Make a loop, wrap it round, make another loop, and then make sure your tails are going down where you want them to go, and then just pull this tight. And it just, every time, it just makes a really nice bow. This is good ribbon actually for making bows. Snip off your ribbon. Should have brought my ribbon scissors, but never mind. These are gonna work. Okay, then I just need to make a little hole here in my tag. Ooh. And thread the baker's twine in. And then what I'm going to do is just thread the baker's twine through the ribbon. And I do it this way because if I try and put the tag on whilst I'm tying the bow, it all gets a bit tangled up. And you seem to need more fingers than you've got. So let's just bring it around there. So I'm just going to tie an overhand knot. So that way I can just pull it down really tight near the bow and snip that off. And there you have it. There is, let's just tuck that knot underneath. There is another quick gift bag. So there's the original one. There's a second one. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed this project. All of the products that you've seen today can be purchased in my online store. If you scroll down, whether you're on YouTube or my blog, you'll find links to all of the products. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell. That means that you'll get some notifications when I upload new projects. And subscribe over on my blog as well. I have lots of creative inspiration over there for you too. And you'll find my blog at www.inspiringinkin.com. I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.